Well, let's turn to our big focus story at this hour, where according to Times of India reports, there are over 16,000 potholes in Maharashtra in 2022. And data suggests that these potholes took the lives of over 5,000 people between 2018 and 2022. And this comes after as much as 15 crore rupees was spent on repairs. Today, the Bombay High Court has expressed its displeasure over the manhole menace in Bombay and has directed all concerned municipal corporations to explain their stand on affidavit latest by the 5th of January. The petitioners had argued that despite giving instructions regarding potholes and open manholes on the roads, none of the municipal corporations in the MMR region, including Mumbai Municipal Corporation, are ready to respond. So here's some more data that gives you the quantum of the problem. Let's put out those figures on our screens. When you look at deaths due to manholes in the year 2020, 1,471 people died. A year prior to that, 2019, 2,104. That's the latest data available to us at the moment. But just to give you an idea of how menacing the problem is. In fact, in terms of manhole accidents, if you look at it, 2020, 3,564 accidents happened because of these death traps. 2019, the figure was even higher at 4,775. So why is it a big concern? Well, look at this. Close to 6 people die due to bad roads every day in this country. 13 manhole accidents are reported every single day. And Mumbai is particularly notorious, as we have been saying, that the municipalities are not woken up to the situation. If you look at the other states as well, Uttar Pradesh even worse, 1,034 pothole deaths that have happened in 2021, with Punjab at 245, Orissa 117, Maharashtra 72. These are the latest figures that we have on the road accidents. So what is appalling right now is a completely defiant BMC, as if the citizens do not matter. Let me go across to our guest joining us here this evening is Saurav Kumar, Director of Pothole Raja, that works to address this problem. And I have Dr Sudhir Krishna, former Secretary, Ministry of Urban Development. Very good evening to the two of you, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. Before I come across to the two of you with my questions, I will just bring in my colleague Shweta, who's brought us this report. Shweta, Mumbai's top court is clearly anguished. Now, are we waiting for another pothole accident here? Why is the BMC being completely non-responsive to the kind of observations that the court has made? Not just that, even deadlines, I believe, are not being met by the BMC.
Well, absolutely, Afrida. Here we have seen that several complaints from the citizens have been falling into deaf ears of the civic body, that's BMC, KDMC, TMC, and the municipal corporation, which comes under Mumbai Metropolitan Region, that's MMR. Now, if we just talk about this entire case of manholes and potholes, this goes back in the year 2013, where Bombay High Court took the suo moto of the case and they took the cognizance and they asked the municipal corporation to file an affidavit. And after which we have seen till 2019, there was nothing done, completely nothing done. There was no filing of affidavit by these municipal corporation. After this, contempt petition was filed by Ruju Thakur. She's an advocate. And after this, we have been seeing that the entire hearing is taking place. In fact, the latest hearing which took place under the divisional bench of Acting Chief Justice S.V. Gangapurwala and Justice Chapalgaonkar, very categorically they have stated that they have in fact shown their displeasure about all the three municipal corporation not filing the affidavit. There are no concrete answers by them what is going wrong and by when they can fix this. So yes, definitely we are seeing, in fact, from one side courtroom dramas to the other sides where all the potholes and manholes are creating menace, in fact, claiming lives of people. But after this, what we do understand from ground that no one has the answer. No one is held accountable. There's zero accountability from BMC, from TMC, from KDMC when it comes to potholes, when it comes to the menace that's been created by open manholes.
Can they really get away with this? That's the question now. Thanks for joining us, Shweta. Dr. Krishna, BMC, like I said, has not adhered to any of the deadlines. It's become completely defiant. The citizens don't matter, governments don't matter. matter. Even court orders are not being paid heed to. How can you have a situation like this? Year on year, the pothole deaths are happening and nothing is shaking the BMC out of its stupor, Dr. Krishna.
I think it is a very unfortunate situation because now technology is available to maintain roads well, but a plan is required and determination is required. I feel sorry that the courts have to intervene in matter of regular governance. It is a matter where the state government and maybe the government of India, the legislature, the parliament should be bothered, and court need not be bothered again and again. Once in a while is okay, but off and on we hear that court is intervening and court has to give direction. It is not a good sign. So I think it's very important for the road managers, owners of the road, which is mostly we are saying the BMC, but my understanding is that in the city of Mumbai, there are many authorities owning the streets, roads. It may be the Port Trust also may be owning a lot of roads, and the state government, National Highway, and so on. So the city roads are owned by numerous authorities. That is one very major challenge, that there is no single authority. But having said that, any authority must have proper road management plan. And this now the potholes, if they are repaired immediately, they get filled in. But if they don't maintain, then it expands. It becomes deeper and wider and becomes a bigger challenge. So regular maintenance of roads has to be taken as a regular working of the municipality. I do not know why this is being neglected, because there is no shortage of fund with the municipal bodies all over India by and large. Most municipal bodies have enough resources, but his mindset is not there probably to bother about the roads. Otherwise, it should be possible. I would also say that the road design also requires consideration. Somebody must take up as a challenge. I would also suggest the government of India should consider launching a national mission. We have got lots of national mission for many things. Now we should have a national mission for pothole-free roads. It will give attention of everybody to focus on the road quality, road design, road maintenance framework, and so on.
And there's a reason why we keep bringing this up on this channel, because it is taking precious lives. There are young lives lost on the road, and this is simply not acceptable. And if no one talks about it, this gets normalized, isn't it, Saurav Kumar? And why should we allow that? As citizens, as conscious citizens, we must demand accountability for the kind of a facility as a basic road to ply on with our vehicles.
Thank you so much, Afrida, for having me on your show. As you rightly said, yes, it does require accountability. We cannot just go on just talking about this. There has to be something that needs to be done proactively. And, as it was being talked about, the numbers that you are saying, let me be, honest about this. The numbers that are being shown is actually very, very less as compared to the actual, deaths or accidents that happen in our country. These are only the numbers which are getting recorded under the FIR that our traffic police and the police has. Whereas the reality is, you can just multiply it by roughly around 2 to 3 minimum. And that's the actual number of deaths and the accidents that are happening on a daily basis. Now, coming to how and what can be done, I agree, with Mr. Krishna that there has to be a new innovative methods, and Government of India, I think this is the right time to intervene, putting up new challenges. What are the new methods that can be adopted? Because again, there's no shortage of funds. Funds definitely would be there. Why is that still these are not getting addressed is a bigger question that we need to answer. Just to highlight about what we have done. Of course, we've been known as the civic organization which works with the citizen group, with authorities in not only identifying but fixing solution. So when we started, we've been using cold bitumen because it's all weather proof, right? When we continue doing that, the question we also ask ourselves: how long can we also go on just fixing potholes, right? What is the next step? So we came with innovation using plastic waste that can have more, that can make roads last longer. It's more durable. And we have gotten a patent for that as well. And we will be more than happy to work with authorities and governments across the country in implementing
Yes.
this. So I think that needs to be taken
The
care of.
problem
The authorities
happens when the agency is involved, Dr. Krishna, the civic bodies turn a blind eye. That is the problem that the court is addressing today, that how can you be so complacent about this problem? Is there any way that, these civic bodies can be penalized, punished by the courts for this?
Well, I think okay. I mean, courts can penalize for negligence and so on, for damage to others under criminal procedure code, under various laws. That is not impossible. But think that by the lives cannot come back. Somebody
Yes.
has been hurt, injured, and that's a different. I mean, and the cities look at the cities, to overall get up. Look at the inconvenience to people. So therefore, what is required is a determination to make the roads pothole free, and it requires proper planning, because there are 2-3 things. Simply filling the pothole may solve the problem for a while, but unless the road design is proper and the proper camber or slope, and the road drains the roadside drains, if these are not clogged, if they allow the rainwater to flow away, if they don't, then water will remain on the road surface, and again the potholes will come. Thirdly, the vehicles, as your picture is showing right now, heavy vehicles are plying. For all we know, these roads might not have been designed to take such heavy load. So therefore, the road requires a little bit of resurfacing, and there is a kind of re-engineering of the road surface itself to,
Yes.
to manage this heavy traffic on it.
Because it is
And so,
simply
like that,
impossible, Dr. Krishna, as you would know, to navigate around these potholes in a busy road. And I drive around Mumbai myself, and I know how risky it is. It could be any one of us, falling into a trap of this nature. And therefore, we would like the authorities to be mindful and be very, very serious in addressing this issue. I appreciate your joining us this evening. Thank you, gentlemen, for giving us your opinion on the subject.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's take a very short break here on the program.